All right, today we're going to continue our look at Math Florida Standards 6 Number Systems 1.1, Interpret and Compute. Sorry, interpret and compute quotients of fractions and solve word problems involving the division of fractions by fractions. Today we're going to be focusing on dividing fractions and multiplying fractions by a whole number. So let's look at this first example. I'm going to do 5 over, let me erase that, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to do 5 as the whole number times 3/4. In order to multiply a fraction by a whole number, you have to turn that whole number into a fraction. You do that simply by putting it over 1. So 5 over 1, which is 5 divided by 1, which is still 5. I have not changed the value of that number. Then we just treat the problem like we normally would. I'm going to multiply straight across. 5 times 3 is equal to 15. 1 times 4 is 4. Now I have an improper fraction as an answer. I can't have that. I got to change it to a mixed number. This is 15 divided by 4, so 4 is going to be on the outside, 15 on the inside. 4 goes into 15 3 times. 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract with 3 remainder. So this 3 up here, that's going to be our whole number. This 3 down here, that's going to be our numerator. And then the 4 stays our denominator. It does not change. It goes right down there. All right, let's look at a division example. I'm going to use the same, I'll change up the numbers a bit. I'm going to do 2/3 divided by, I'll do 4. All right, same basic premise. In order to divide a fraction and a whole number, you have to turn that whole number into a fraction. In order to do that, you just put a 1 underneath it. Now let's follow the same steps that we would follow normally when dividing fractions. I'm going to keep, flip, change. Keep, flip, change is simply meaning I keep the first fraction, flip the second fraction, and then change the multiplication. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to keep the first number, change the multiplication, and then flip the second fraction. All right, now let's go ahead and see, can we reduce anything? 2 is a prime number. It can be divided by 2. Let's see if any of the denominators can be divided by 2 as well, since our numerator can. And the 4 can. The 4 can be divided by 2, so I'm going to divide by 2 on the top, divide by 2 on the bottom. So that's going to give me 1/3 times 1/2. Now let's multiply that. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 2, that's going to be 6. So my final answer is 1/6.